Hey, how's it going? Welcome to News Acc, Wednesday, 4th of August 2021. We'll look at the front of papers. First up, New York Times, Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed 11 women, needs to step down. Over on the left, you need a vaccine to dine inside in New York. Down here, Biden has a new eviction ban for the next 60 days, where the variant is hit hardest, so maybe not everywhere. Over on the right, Iraq gets back 17,000 artifacts from America. Congratulations. New York Times International Edition, full page ad for a high-end luxury brand. USA Today, masks, eviction ban, USA Gymnastics. Wall Street Journal, Cuomo, SEC wants to rein in crypto markets. Olympics, high deaths from going to law school. Tampa Bay Times special feature today, red tide's reach is breathtaking. So the red tide is what they call an algal bloom happening in the waters around Tampa Bay. It's killed nearly 2,000 tons of fish. It's now having unintended side effects. This man managed to breathe in a neurotoxin which gave him a disease which meant that he's lost most of his hearing. National Post from Canada, the Olympians who also play for Team LGBT, well done, love to see it. Down here, Andrew Cuomo. Global Times from China, how has BCI's predetermined report on Xinjiang made up? Basically, a non-governmental organisation from Switzerland came out and said that the cotton industry in China uses forced labour from Xinjiang. China have, of course, turned around and said this is Western imperialist lies designed to destabilise the most glorious nation of China. Tehran Times, Ebrahim Raisi stepping up to the plate. Rest of the stuff, usual things, Iran good, West bad. The Australian needles virus football? No, men with sticks. Hurling? Hockey? No idea. Someone tell me in the comments what sport that is. Star from South Africa, October elections in limbo, less local elections. Down here, Buthelezi explains his position in the Zulu royal family, so you might have been keeping up with this story, but the king of the Zulus, King Goodwill Zwelithini, he died recently and there's now a fight over his will. The Queen Sibunjil Dlamini Zulu, she has brought it to the court and said that this man should be kicked out of the whole thing, even though he claims he grew up in the court and he's an integral part of it, etc., etc., and he should get some money. Jerusalem Post, Bennett, Israel will act alone against Iran if it needs to. Will they? Pretty sure Israel are too busy bombing the Palestinians back to the Middle Ages to do anything like that. Irish Examiner, several bishops set to defy ruling on religious ceremonies, so a lot of bishops have come out and said that their priests in their parishes and their dioceses rather can go ahead with communions and confirmations, things like this. This is totally uncontroversial of the guidelines issued by the state regarding large gatherings, so church v state, who will win? Tune in tomorrow to find out. Bus crash killed 2 people, RIP. Irish Times saying bus crash story, COVID-19 booster story, Andrew Cuomo story. Irish Independent, vaccinations, Olympics, bus crash. Story on the right about supposedly some government people organised a party for 50 guests, which is against COVID regulations. We need to give older people their lives back, says the Minister for Old People. Irish Daily Mail, celebs, Olympics, bus crash. Irish Sun, bus crash, Olympics, true crime. Belfast Telegraph, Garda Kingsmill delay stinks to high heaven. So that's talking about the Kingsmill massacre, which happened in 1976. Protestant workers were taken out of a van and shot, allegedly by the Provisional IRA. This man down here is the only survivor, Alan Black. He was shot 18 times but still survived. And what he's claiming now is that the Garda, so the police in the Republic of Ireland, have information that could lead to the case being solved, but they're holding it up or covering it up, is what he alleges. These 2 women in the middle, they got a free ticket to a gig after getting their vaccine. Judge Jules and Paul Van Dyke are playing, which actually sounds great. I got my jab and didn't get any ticket like that, so it's in the post, I guess. Over on the right, PSNI warned an attack by the new IRA may be imminent. That's the police service in Northern Ireland. I'm going to go out on a limb and state that it probably isn't imminent, and this is propaganda placed by MI5 or MI6 to justify the continuing British security presence in the 6 counties. Financial Times, some kind of Olympic story. Ben Elliott's story from Monday, the guy who charges £250,000 a year to have lunch with Boris once a month. Down here, the Ukrainian police probe death of Belarus dissident found hanged in Kiev Park. Yeah, apparently Lukashenko still silencing his critics even if they're in the Ukraine. The Guardian, why I quit Twitter. I realised I'd become a masochist. Maybe you were already a masochist, Twitter just brought it out now. Keir Starmer says Boris is missing in action over the climate crisis. If only Keir Starmer had any political capital, maybe someone would listen to him. Olympic story, vaccines, story about the Ukraine activist being killed. The Times, travel, Olympics, jabs. Civil servant in bus stop drop was said to be ambassador. That was the story of 50 confidential government documents that were found at a bus stop in Kent. Yeah, I guess he's not getting that job now. Independent, Biles all smiles, looking good. Over the top, Sunak, politicians and Twitter do not mix. 1 year on from the Beirut blast, no idea what the last one is about. Brexit red tape could bring factories to a halt. Daily Tory graph, Team GB at the Olympics. Iran hijacks tanker in the Gulf of Oman. I think it's all over. The tanker is free now to go and live its best life, so best of luck to that tanker. Down the bottom, holidaymakers face €7 fee to enter the Eurozone. Pretty cheap, to be honest. Daily Express, there she is, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex, Countess of Dumbarton and Baroness Kilkeel, Rachel Meghan Markle. She's 40 today, happy birthday. She is, of course, the niece by marriage of Prince Andrew, still wanted for questioning regarding his relationship to the paedophile billionaire financier Jeffrey Epstein, RIP. Daily Mirror, Team GB at the Olympics, Meg at 40, happy birthday. Daily Mail, Team GB at the Olympics, coming home, jabs. Metro, OMG, the Olympics, third wave in retreat. We may be past the peak, says health data expert. as case and hospitalisation continue to fall. The jury is out on this about the way the data is measured and what tests are being done and the different sources for the data. So it may or may not be in retreat. There was supposedly a 30% drop in case numbers over 2 days, which is unprecedented and no real reason given for it. So let's wait and see how it goes. That's it for the day anyway. If you want to stay off corporate or state media or any other type of guff, just click the link in the description. Alright, thanks, good luck.